Hi guys, this is Danita over at Blue Mind Divers, and today I'm going to be talking with you about shark finning. Shark finning is a current fishing practice in use today strictly to catch sharks and only remove the fins. So what happens is after a fisherman catches the shark, they bring the shark aboard their fishing boat where they then proceed to cut and remove all of the fins of the shark. Now, typically the shark is actually still alive during the finning process, and because they are finning the shark, that's all they want. So the rest of the shark is then tossed back into the ocean. Now, with this fishing practice, as you can see, it's extremely unsustainable and incredibly wasteful. Around 95% of the shark actually goes to waste with this fishing process. This shark fin is part of a billion-dollar industry, all fueled by the need for some soup. Recently in February, port authorities out of Miami actually seized nearly $1 million worth of shark fins. They totaled about 1,400 pounds in 18 different boxes. Now, depending on where you're located, you could actually get about $300 or more for just 1 pound of shark fins. We're currently killing more than 70 million sharks a year, all in the name of this soup. So what is this shark fin soup? Well, it's actually a completely tasteless soup. And I say that it's tasteless because cartilage does not taste like anything. In order for it to give it some flavor, a chef must prepare a really nice broth of different meats such as chicken or ham. Once they've prepared that broth, they'll actually take that shark fin, put it inside that broth where it will marinate for a number of days and break down into more of a gelatinous type of texture so that it's easier to eat. It will also take on the flavor of that broth, so it actually will taste like something. You can pretty much find shark fin soup all over the world in many different locations. I actually live in Phoenix, and there's 20 different restaurants that I could find shark fin soup at if I wanted. So why should you not have your shark fin soup? Well, if you just think back for a second as to how I said the process actually goes down, it's actually incredibly inhumane and cruel. There's no other fishing practice or hunting method out there where we remove the limbs of an animal while it's still alive and then leave the rest of the animal there to die. No other method on earth. So it's a very cruel thing to do to some sharks, or to any animal for that matter. Also, too, because of this need for shark fin soup, we've seen a huge decline of sharks in the last 30 years alone. Now, sharks have been around for more than 400 million years, keeping our oceans in check, survived 5 mass extinctions. However, in the last 30 years alone, because of this need for soup, we've actually seen a decline of almost 90% in a quarter of all shark populations. That's huge. Could you imagine what it's going to be like in the next 30 years if we continue to fuel this need for shark fin soup? We need to have sharks in our oceans in order to keep them nice and healthy. Sharks keep that balance in our ocean. They eat all the sick, dead, and injured fish. They also keep their prey in check, whether it's fish or seals or sea lions. They help keep those populations in check so that they don't explode. Sharks are important for a healthy ocean and also for a healthy earth. If we have a healthy ocean, the rest of the earth will also be healthy. So let's keep our sharks in the ocean. What can you do to help sharks out? Well, yes, it is currently illegal to fin for sharks in U.S. waters. However, it is not illegal to sell, possess, or even trade fins within the U.S. here, which is why you actually can find shark fin soup a number of different places. However, there are some states that actually have created their own bans on selling, possessing, and also trading the fins. There is a current ban right now waiting in the Senate to actually be voted on. It is going to be called the Shark Fin Sales Elimination Act. Now, what you can actually do to help out with that is something simple. Call or email your senators and let them know to vote yes on this shark ban. We need to keep sharks in our water. Also, spread the word about what you've heard about finning. It amazes me as to how many people actually still don't know about finning and what is happening with our sharks. Also, don't eat sharks in general, whether it's in a soup or maybe a shark steak. Here I have this Seafood Watch Guide. And in the Seafood Watch Guide, this can actually help you to make more sustainable seafood choices. On here, sharks are actually going to be listed to be completely avoided altogether. Not only are the fisheries unsustainable, but they're not really that healthy to eat. Shark meat is actually incredibly toxic. Because they eat so many different types of fish, they get what's called a bioaccumulation of heavy metals and different toxins. So you think you're eating a nice piece of healthy fish, but you're getting a plate full of toxins instead. So just don't eat sharks. Also, support shark ecotourism. Shark ecotourism, where you can swim, snorkel, scuba dive with sharks, actually brings in $1 million of revenue and thousands of jobs. So supporting sharks in the ocean and rather than in a soup is the way to go. So that's all the information that I have for you today. If you would like to watch some really good documentaries that I have recently seen, I would recommend both Shark Waters, that's Shark Water and also Shark Water Extinction. They both star and were directed by the late Rob Stewart. Also, too, Ocean Ramsey's Saving Jaws was really great. And even Gordon Ramsay actually came out with one called Shark Bait that you can find on YouTube. I will say, however, though, that these, because they do show the finning process, they can be incredibly graphic. So if you have young children or if you're sensitive to those types of images, just be aware that you will see the finning process and it can be difficult to watch at times. So that's all I have for you today, but I am going to actually leave you with a quote with my favorite marine biologist, Dr. Sylvia Earle. Sharks are beautiful animals, and if you are lucky enough to see lots of them, that means you are in a healthy ocean. You should be more afraid if you are in the ocean and you don't see sharks. Thanks, guys. Take care, and download that Seafood Watch Guide on Google or iTunes.